Welcome back to our channel, where we update the most shocking and dramatic details surrounding the movie Beyond the Gates that you definitely cannot miss. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the next developments. And right after this is an extremely tense story, filled with dark calculations, creepy secrets and a cruel decision that can change the entire situation of the movie. Martin chose an unexpected option, killing Smitty to cover up the clues, erasing all traces of the terrible secret he had been hiding all this time. Everything started when Martin clearly felt the siege tightening around him day by day and hour by hour. The people around him increasingly showed signs of suspicion, questions, probing eyes, and rumors began to appear more and more. Martin is a wise and cunning man who always knows how to manipulate others, hides the dark aspects of his past as well as the dangerous plots he is secretly carrying out. But this time, things are no longer simple, because Smitty, an important link who once cooperated with Martin, has now become a potential threat that can destroy the entire plan. Smitty is not an easy person to control, and is not the type of person who is absolutely loyal. He is the type of person who lives for personal gain, willing to sell out anyone, including Martin, as long as he can ensure his own safety or achieve what he wants. Martin understands that better than anyone. And he also knows that the secrets that Smitty holds are enough to push him into the abyss with no way out. Just one confession, just one moment of carelessness, and everything will end. Martin will lose everything: power, reputation, even his life. Therefore, after many sleepless nights of thinking, Martin made the coldest and most cruel decision of his life: to kill Smitty. There was no other way. Only when Smitty disappeared forever would Martin's secret be buried forever under the perfect cover that he had worked so hard to build up all this time. Martin did not act rashly. He spent many days following Smitty's every move, collecting information, studying his living habits, the places Smitty frequented, who could approach him, and where his fatal weaknesses were. Martin planned meticulously down to the smallest detail, because he knew that even the smallest mistake would have dire consequences. He prepared everything carefully, from the weapon to the escape route, creating a perfect alibi so that when the incident happened, no one would be able to find any traces related to him. The opportunity finally came on a gloomy Friday night, when Smitty left his usual bar alone in the East End. It was a deserted place, the street lights were dim. The alleys were deep and labyrinth-like, very suitable for secret payments without leaving any traces. Martin followed Smitty in the dark. His steps were light like a predator, his eyes were cold. His hand tightly gripped the knife hidden under his black coat. His heart was pounding but his mind was completely clear, without hesitation, without emotion. When Smitty turned into a deserted alley, Martin knew the time to act had come. He rushed from behind, controlling Smitty in a flash. Although Smitty struggled violently, he had absolutely no chance to fight back. Martin acted quickly and decisively. The cold knife cut deep into Smitty's throat, blood spurted out, Smitty's eyes rolled back in horror. His last breath stopped in an instant. Martin calmly wiped away the traces, handling the scene as if nothing had happened. Smitty's body was dragged deep into the darkest corner of the alley, where no one would notice. After that, Martin quickly left the scene, blending into the darkness like an invisible shadow. Returning home, he destroyed the murder weapon, changed all his clothes, and erased all related evidence. That night, Martin sat quietly in the dark room, his eyes staring at the wall, calculating his next move in his head. He knew that Smitty's death was not the end of the lurking dangers, but at least, the biggest threat had been eliminated. The next morning, the whole city was shocked by the news of Smitty's mysterious death. His body was found in a dark alley, with no witnesses, no cameras, no specific traces. The police investigated but were completely stumped by the clean scene, without any clear clues. Martin followed all the news secretly. On the surface he still showed a calm face, an indifferent attitude as if he had nothing to do with the incident. But deep inside, he understood clearly that the war was not over, on the contrary. It had just entered a more intense phase than ever. After Smitty's death, others began to be wary, suspicious of each other, internal rifts, and factions emerged more and more. Martin took advantage of that chaotic situation to consolidate his position, eliminating each threat silently but extremely effectively. He coldly observed each opponent, analyzed each person's weaknesses, and then silently planned to destroy each one. Martin understood clearly that to survive and dominate in this world full of betrayal and intrigue, there were only two choices, either to be a predator, or to be the prey to be destroyed. And he swore that he would never become the prey. Martin continued that dangerous game with ruthless calculation, perfect concealment, and a heart that had turned to stone after many years of rolling around in the harsh underground world. Every step he took was cautious, every plan was carefully prepared, leaving no loopholes. Smitty's death is just a lesson to all those who dare to threaten him that the consequence of knowing too much is death without warning. Martin will continue to eliminate each threat, each traitor, each opponent until there is no one left capable of threatening his secret. And don't forget, all the most dramatic and surprising developments of the movie Beyond the Gates will continue to be updated on our channel. Click follow and subscribe to the channel today so you don't miss the next shocking details. See you in the next videos.